What's up, Docs Daily? It's me, Detroit Lenny, here on a Tuesday, joined with my favorite Tuesday knuckleheads, Tony George and Griffin Murphy. We are live 1 o'clock Eastern, as always. We are live Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern, Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern, a little earlier for the college football audience there. Don't let me forget here real quick. Let's pay some bills. Free $60 account, link in the description of the video. If you're new to Docs, head over to docsports.com/free60. That's where you get a free 60 account. You can do that. You can use that $60 account on any of these two handicappers or any other week pass, month pass, season pass. You Pikachu. Don't forget about memberships. You want to be a YouTube member? All the cool kids are doing it. No jackets are included. You have to buy your own members only jacket. That is not included in memberships. But it's only $4.99. $4.99 all the way up to $49.99, whichever level. There's a link in the description, explains everything. I don't want to talk about all that stuff. It makes me feel like I'm standing on the road, swinging a sign, buy sandwiches here. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Playoff baseball. Playoff baseball is active in full effect. My Tigers are on first, so it could very well just ruin the whole day because they play the early game. Both days they play the early game. So I'm going to watch baseball. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Well,
what do you got going on today, Tony George? Rough.
Yes, your Tigers are playing. My Royals are sitting at home. My Chiefs, though, showed up on Sunday.
Well, there's something.
I'll take that. I mean, you got to take the good with the bad, or the bad with the good. But there's some interesting games today. Lines are sharp. I think they're all, especially that Detroit Cleveland series is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the Yankees and Boston. I mean, you can't get any better than that. Yankees, Red Sox out of the gate. I mean, I've got a premium play in that one, a totals play in your game. The Cubs game's interesting with Boyd. You know, I was looking at that. Pavetta, when you're looking at the prop market, he is 25-6 this year in the prop market on strikeouts. 9-1 his last 10 games, 12-2 in his road starts on overs, and it's 4.5 at -150. I mean, boy, playoffs are a different animal. Do you ride that wave? Do you not ride that wave? Today, I'd ride it. It's chalky at 150. You know, and he's going up against Matt Boyd. We all know Boyd, at home, 12-3, at home. I mean, so there's a lot of stuff in that San Diego and Cubs game, too. It's a statistician's dream.
Yeah, it really is. The numbers. I mean, there's every which way you want to go. You can find a stat to
that's up Griffin. That's up Griffin Murphy's alley.
Oh, how long have you been on this Cubs Padres breakdown?
These pitcher splits, home and road, and this when the wind's blowing out of the left
at Tuesday,
8 to 12 miles an hour, and the guy got laid the night before, and blah blah blah. He's got all these. He goes deep. He goes deep in the stat book.
I do. I got a good one for you guys right now. First thing I'll do is we'll chop off a quick player prop here between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Take Garrett Crochet over 7.5 strikeouts at -115. The Yankees are the most highest rated strikeout team in all of baseball. I believe they rank 27th in baseball. They strike out about 8.7 times per game. Crochet's coming into this game with 255 Ks on the season, so that looks like a very strong play for me. It is not a premium, but it is a strong position, I will say. But free play action. Going into this Detroit Tigers, Cleveland Guardians, let's talk analytics, gentlemen. So, Eric Skubal, Scoobo gets to start here with sensational numbers, but on the road, it has not been his friend. And I'm not going to say that his ERA has not been his friend. It has been the Detroit Tigers offense. He's got a 4-5 record on the road this season with a 2.25 ERA. So that tells us Tigers just do not back him up whatsoever on the rubber. Then on the other flip of the coin, Gavin Williams gets to start for the Guardians. Williams, his numbers are pretty solid this season. At Progressive Field this year, he's got a 7-2 record with a 3.00 ERA. Current line, Tigers minus 165 on the money line after that atrocious ending to their season. Coming into this game with not a lot of momentum, total sitting at 6.5. It already kind of gives us a telltale side that this is going to be a very competitive matchup, especially considering divisional matchups are always tight. So in this game, give me the Guardians here, plus 1.5 at minus 145. I like the Guardians here as well as I love that pitcher prop with Crochet over 7.5 Ks. I think those are both pretty solid positions here, Lenny.
That's a great look. I'm on that. I'm on Cleveland plus the 1.5. I think if the Tigers can somehow pull this out of their butt and get a win out of this, it's because, see, for me, I did the Scooble strikeout prop over 7.5. Sorry, I forgot to turn my alarm off. This one.
What is your ringtone? Grinding all my life? Is that
grinding all my life? Yeah. My alarm is cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills. Yeah, it's time to go. Yeah, but I know. What do you want me to tell you? YouTube, I'm sorry. There's work to be done. I'm on Scooble over strikeout props. I think this guy's got to have a good day for us to be in a shot in this. And don't get me wrong, he'll pitch 7 innings of good, phenomenal baseball, and this Tigers team will lose this game in the bullpen.
Do you ever think I said this in the NBA playoffs on the spreads? I also said this in the NHL. When you get in the postseason, should anybody be laying over minus 160? I mean, you got two teams here very familiar with each other in the Cleveland-Detroit game.
Yeah.
And you've got a team that carries all the momentum coming in and another team that limped in.
Yep.
And the team that limped in
is favorited.
Big. I'm just telling you, the one thing about Major League Baseball playoffs, for the most part, you always want to look for reasons to take underdogs. That's where I start my capping. I'm like, oh, yeah, they should be minus 150. Yeah, they got this guy's better than that guy. It's
a good way to look at it.
It's a lot more than starting pitchers have a lot to do with it, but it's the little things that add up. Who's hitting better on base percentage, bullpen, all these different things. If you look at them on the surface, you're probably gonna lose more than you're gonna win. So do a little digging.
A lot of people I think get caught into the whole Tiger charade with Tarek Skubal. It's kind of buying the hype type of situation. Tarek Skubal, you hear that name, you know that he's going to pitch a lights out game. He does.
Oh yeah,
game out.
Right. Automatic.
In the Guardians, Gavin Williams, that's not really a very big name. He's not high speculated. Nobody really knows who the kid is, but at the same time, he's so dialed in at home. That's kind of where the sharp sequence comes into play. It's not necessarily the same sequence, but it is, Tony. Your Brock Purdy, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, where are we going with it? It's kind of a similar situation, but this is baseball. And in baseball, it kind of doesn't really tail that way. It kind of goes that way. When it's selling you as hard as it is with Tarek on the bump, it's typically when you go the other way on this one. I don't have a premium on it, but I like the Guardians here tonight just because of the hype speculation sequence here.
I just don't see either team. If I lean to anybody to win by 2 or more runs, it would be the Guardians. I'm not going to be surprised if the Guardians win this game 5-3. Okay, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm just not. Yeah. I really am not. But if the Tigers won this game 5-3, I would be surprised.
Outside of the Reds, would you be surprised if any underdog won today?
Well,
the Reds.
The Reds.
I'm not tipping my hand on my picks. I'm just saying, when it's in the playoff, am I surprised that Team A beat Team B in the NFL this weekend? Or the weekend before when Carolina blew away Atlanta.
Sure.
Right.
I'm surprised. Because that shit happens occasionally, but you don't see. But when it comes to the postseason, I'm never surprised when another team beats another team.
1-0 Tigers. So there's your Nerfy, Scott B. Where'd you say? You said you had a Nerfy every game?
I gotta get the game on. I'm
telling you, if you don't think I'm double dipping here, there's a TV right up there, and I'm working. I'm just saying.
What channel's that on since we're live?
It's on ESPN.
ESPN.
Yep, ESPN. So check it out. It was a Torkelson, nice little single to the right center. He bobbled it, let it get away from him. That's an error. Let him go to second base. Next guy up, blooper, single, small ball. Tigers, let's go.
There we go.
Ooh, all right. Reds money line, Scott B.
There was a lot of guys. If you look on, we surf around different websites, stat sites, and sites in general. And the big consensus out there was this Williams over 14.5 recorded outs today, and it juiced up from 130 to 155, just like that. I never saw him raise the number to 15.5, but
Williams over recorded out. Gavin Williams was 15.5 today.
Yeah. 14.5 is what it was.
If I would have seen that could have changed a lot of my theory going into this game.
I think
that is a very wild one.
You got to get up before 10 in the morning to find this stuff.
I've been live streaming since 5 a.m.
I was up at 5:30 looking at this stuff central.
I've been live streaming since 5 a.m. Give me a break, man. I've been up all day.
Running down to the donut shop.
He's been texting me since 6 a.m. my time to tell me how great Chicago pizza is over Detroit style.
No, 313 sucks.
Yeah. And that's when I know Griffin Murphy is on one. When I get a text at 1 a.m. telling me my pizza sucks. I'm like, I'm in Vegas. What do you want me to do? I don't even make pizza.
Speaking of that, I'm back in Kansas City. I'm going to be headed back out to Vegas for a while here soon because I miss Vegas. But one thing, Vegas versus Kansas City, they don't sell Mr. Pibb in Las Vegas.
No.
Can you believe that? Now I found out that Victory Burger at Circa, which has a fantastic burger and even a more fantastic chicken Caesar salad. Now, Griffin is a chicken Caesar salad aficionado, and I turned him on to their chicken Caesar.
Absolutely.
It's to die for. However, they have Mr. Pibb at Victory Burger on tap. I will go up to Victory Burger, skip the Mega Bar early only. And go up, get me a Mr. Pibb. I'll buy a pop up there, come back down Sportsbook, and I'll go back and forth for refill. But, as the day grows long, then the alcohol comes in, and then it's back to the Beam and 7.
I started up with some Pibb.
How can you not have Mr. Pibb?
When I first moved to Vegas, and my parents still, when they were alive, were out here, and they take me to lunch, right? They're like, yeah, I'll take you to lunch, whatever. My dad takes me, I don't know, Sam's Town Casino. They lived in Henderson somewhere. And he takes me there. I asked for a burger. I got this burger, fries. And can I just get a pop? And the lady did not know what the hell a pop was. And it was nuts. And my mom just laughed. And she's like, give me the elbow. They mean soda, Leonard. And I'm like, what's a soda?
What's the difference?
I'm like, what's a soda? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We've got the cap on. Let's go.
I do.
How bad, by the way, since we switch gears a little bit here, how bad are the Cincinnati Bengals? How can you? And I had a 2-0 night last night. I had the over in the Jets game. Then I had a teaser with the Jets. Thank God they came back. And Denver teased down. But I was looking at the Bengals. Tell me where they're going to get some wins. Look at this schedule. They got the Lions next, the Packers, the Steelers, the Jets, and the Bears. Then they have a bye week. Then they got the Steelers, Patriots, Ravens, Bills, Dolphins, Cardinals, and Browns. You will be lucky. You will be lucky to find 4 wins in there, if that. Where are you going to find a win at?
Dude, late November all the way through December.
I was talking to buddy last night. I'm like, hey, the Lions might score 50 on the Bengals next week.
at Baltimore, at Buffalo, versus Baltimore, at Miami, then maybe, and then versus Arizona. No. Oh,
well, I was thinking to myself, I did my NFL opening line report, which, by the way, is up on the YouTube page right now. Tune in. Initial reactions, gut reactions, always probably the best on every game, side and total. The total in that game's around 47. When I was doing the line report, I go, shit. I go, the Dolphins might have 40, or the Lions might have 40 alone.
Right.
Themselves. I mean, those guys can't, as
They
I like
can't
to say,
score,
get
they
Lady
can't
Monkey
play
Whorehouse fistful of
I'm like-
bananas. How do you have
Yeah.
that? How do you have you salary capped yourself out with all these offensive stars, and yet you rely heavily on a quarterback to cover up everything else, and that quarterback isn't playing? You're screwed.
He's wasting his career away there.
Right. This has been, well, at the same time, this has been a case with the Bengals and Joe Burrow. He's hurt all the time. He's injury-prone quarterback.
They have the worst offensive line in football.
And you've got stars everywhere, like Tony just mentioned. You got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. I mean, you could go down the list. They're loaded at tight end.
That's great. You got all those weapons, but your offensive line is blocking. He's supposed to have at least 3 seconds. Okay, he's got a 1, 2, 3 back, and then 1, 2, 3 his looks, and he has nothing. He's back.
But how much grace are we going to give him? I mean, look, what did Mahomes have? What does Mahomes?
I'm not saying it's
Mahomes,
his fault,
I mean, his
like
better,
that team
but
is broken. That
Mahomes
team
had no
looks
receivers
broken.
the whole season.
Mahomes got 2 Super Bowls with no offensive line.
Right,
Of the 4 he's went to, yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, they just, and the play calling terrible. I mean, Taylor, is it his fault that Burrow is the Christoph Porzingis of the NFL?
Yeah.
If the wind blows, he's hurt. I mean, he's always out. He's hurt. You know, I banged my toe. I need surgery. I need to be out 8 weeks. You know, why would you come back when you've got 2 wins all year and risk getting hurt again too? Then there's that. You may not see him this year.
He might be done.
I agree.
And how about Tyreek Hill goes down last night, Monday Night Football? He's on the cart and he's clapping. He's out.
Thank God.
His leg. If you saw the replay, from his bottom, from like below the knee, it was facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like his foot, you know, you look down at your foot, your toes are facing that way. His left one was facing that way.
I don't know if it was an ankle. Might not see him until 2027. He's 31 too.
Yeah, so
it's not like he's young. I mean, he's having an initial surgery today.
Yep.
And then he's going to wait and have the ACL and the other stuff later. You're talking all next year he's out.
So, I mean, how much
longer? He'll never be the same from an injury. There's some injuries you're never the same from. Aaron Rodgers never the same since that Achilles tear.
Nope.
Dan Marino wasn't. Not like Marino was mobile anyway, but he can move around a little bit after he had that Achilles. And this is on that level of Terry Bridgewater kind of had a similar injury with the dislocation and ripped every ligament known to mankind. He never was the same. I'm just saying that I'm not saying his career ending, and he's guaranteed $72 million. And with all the child support he's paying, he needs to have it.
He still needs it. Yeah. I mean, that guy, I mean, he needs to play in Miami so he don't pay no state tax. Or somewhere in Florida, because
him and Elon Musk both needed a vasectomy. They just got way too many kids.
You throw Nick Cannon in there. That guy's got like 12 kids. 12.
Adrian Peterson, Phillip Rivers had 8 or 9. Phillip Rivers has got an entire basketball team plus 2 deep.
Yeah, exactly. He's like one kid away from a full offense on the field. He's 11-man deep. That's awesome.
Terrible.
I'm just saying they like it is what it is. Any baseball match, anything. So like today's pretty clear about MLB. Like I think what we like, what we don't like. Is there? I mean, these wild card series are only 3 games. You know, best out of 3, I should say.
Well, your series is minus 110.
Mm-hmm.
I
take Cleveland.
I bet Cleveland. I bet Cleveland yesterday at it was minus 10s. And it's a $220 bet just to have a little pizza money on it. But just the way they're playing coming, I'll ask Griffin. He claims to be the baseball guru of the
I claim to be.
Claim to be.
Although I was plus 13.
Calm down with the wild accusations, okay?
I was plus 14,000 last year in baseball. Records say, how'd you do last year, Griff? But anyway, what I was going to say. What
an asshole.
I know. What I was going to say was, do you think it's just a reset when they come into the postseason?
No, I don't think so.
Or they carry momentum in, and so Detroit leaves the bad juju at the door, and so does Cleveland? Or does that have an emphasis on a series coming in?
Well, I'll ask you this question right now, Tony. So you were the biggest caution taker of the last week of MLB baseball, and your reason being is because you didn't know what to expect out of any of these teams. Well, now we're in postseason baseball. We know what to expect, everybody to go balls deep. So everything prior to what happened to postseason is a wash. Everything is gone. This is Team A versus Team B, who is the better team across all cylinders, and that's how I handicap baseball playoffs. I do not look at any of the other crap other than pitcher ERAs on what they did at home and what they did on the road. Those are the only key metrics that I take out of it. Everything else is sharp handicapping, algorithms, and basically finding these players at their highest calibers, and that's how I test and weigh out all my scales. But yes,
Williams just threw 101, 98, 97.
Yeah.
In his last 3 pitches. He's throwing the heat at him.
Burning.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he's given up 2 hits, and those 2 hits just happened to be bang, bang for a run. I'll say this. I'm more of a school of thought of momentum carrying into the playoffs than I've watched this Tigers team, obviously. 162 games, okay? And they've been broken for a while. It's not like the last couple weeks. It's been more of a month or so. And I just don't see how
you've been shitty since the All-Star break.
Yeah, for real. So I don't feel like, first of all, I was the guy I was straight up bitching. I was complaining when they're popping bottles and celebrating champagne on Saturday because they made the playoffs. You still had a game on Sunday. And the Cleveland Guardians still had a game on Sunday. Yes, you needed them to lose and you had to win. Right. So some stuff out of your control, but that does not matter. You play 162 games, not 161. And you celebrated because you were in. You're like, oh, relief. Now the monkey's off our back. Well, the monkey was still there for one more game, and then you lost. So now you got to go back to Cleveland. You got to play all 3. If you'd have won the division, you'd be playing these games in your field. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, instead of playing in Cleveland Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I thought that was a bad move on it. AJ Hitch's part. I think they celebrate, but they don't need to be popping bottles and screaming and yelling, jumping around. Do you remember the last 60 games?
Yeah.
Agreed. Lenny,
speaking of playoffs,
sorry.
I tell you what, you got to tip your hat to the Indiana Fever, the WNBA.
Right.
I mean, these guys lost everybody, and they're in an elimination game to get to the finals tonight. Well, I mean, against, 3 out of the last 4 years, Vegas has won it all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no Cunningham, no Clark, a couple other key contributors out. They were minus like 8 other top players, with like 15 games left, and somehow they've got it to this point. Now they're an 8-point underdog, which might be too many. I lost my ass on Vegas on Sunday. I thought at 4.5, they'd put them away, even on the road. I said sooner or later, this is going to culminate in, we just can't do it anymore.
Right.
And they kicked the piss out of Vegas on
Sunday. Quit.
And now they're catching 8. I mean, I got a total in the game for a premium play. but today, but you got to hand it to a team that there's a just
Won't
never say die.
Won't go away. I mean, they're a gritty team. I mean, I know that's the buzzword of the last couple of years, but there ain't no quitting this team.
No.
And I'm not a big WNBA person, okay, at all. But I made money on the WNBA this year.
Oh, hell yeah.
And every day, and last year as well, because it's a soft lines, profitable machine. It's an ATM, not to say the least. But I don't know. I mean, I don't. This game, I kind of want to watch.
And Minnesota was absolutely unbeatable. They had one of the best records in the history of the WNBA going into the All-Star break, and now they're out of it.
And at home, I think they had 2 losses all year. I don't think they
all year. All year, yeah. The WNBA playoffs have been madness for those of you not watching.
Money line underdogs plus value. I swear, man.
I could catch an 8.5. I'm probably going to throw $20 here or there on the Fever money line just for the hell of it.
And the prop market in the WNBA is weak as shit. I've got one tonight, just a 4-unit prop. We tore it up all weekend in the NFL and Major League Baseball, and then we went 1 and 2 Mondays and Thursdays have not, although I went 3-0 on Thursday night NFL. Usually there's just one game or just two. It's not, it's tougher to win them because sometimes the games don't go according to script, where you kind of spread that around on the weekend, and more games than not are going to kind of go according to script. That's why I'm 8-2 my last stand in the NFL, but we won't go there. But nonetheless, and I did tell the Dirty Birds because Griffin told me he had a big 7 uni on him this weekend. So I told him and put him in the contest. But these WNBA props, they don't move them around. They'll exceed them by 5 assists. And so it was like she's over or under 5.5 assists or whatever, or 4.5 assists. She's got like 3 games in a row. The next time they put up is 4.5 assists at -120. I'm like, dude,
what are you doing?
Dude, these rebounds and assist props, I swear, in the WNBA are so profitable, and they're all plus value. Getting over 9.5 boards. She's got 16 on the night. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah, it's rocking chair winners all the time in the prop market, especially in the WNBA.
Not
Speaking
for
of props, before we jump out of here, Tony George got a new show with Nick Mencken, who's in the chat, telling me to calm down, popping bottles. I'm from the hockey etiquette, Nick, where we just high five, slap somebody on the ass, maybe slap some sticks. We don't touch trophies and pop bottles until the end.
Yeah, Nick needs to get out to Blacksburg and go help coach Virginia Tech Hokies football team right now. Quit worried about your Tigers. Go worry about somebody that's really in trouble. Just FYI, Nick. And by the way, Nick is joining me on Fridays. We don't have a prop show on Doc Sports. It's time for a prop show, NFL prop show, and we will combine that. Because 3 weeks away, the NBA is here. And here's something about the NBA. NBA's shitty to bet side and total because you don't know who's playing. But the prop market's fruitful. You need to be betting more NBA props than you are NBA side and totals, and you'll be profitable. We'll talk about that. Doc Sports, NFL Prop Madness show. Every Friday, we'll tape it in the morning, be up about 2 Central, maybe 3 Central at the latest.
3 Eastern.
And we'll have 4 or 5 weekend prop look-aheads for you on Sunday or even include a Monday night. It's not exclusive to the NFL, but right now it kind of is. Right. But we'll blend in some other stuff because NHL's right around the corner. You know, back-to-back winning seasons, NHL. Get over to Docs. They're on packages on sale now. Take that $60 we give you for free and, you know, put it towards a package. Get ready. It's here.
Yeah, get ready.
Tune in every Friday for the Prop Madness show.
Love that. And yeah, football, like you said, football to start. That show will evolve as more hockey, NBA stuff, all that stuff going on. Absolutely. Here's Nick dropping in comments. He's dropping in props in the comment. Hunter Green over 5.5 strikeouts.
All day.
I'm on the Dodgers
money line, by the way.
-2.5.
Take the Reds money line. They win that game outright.
I can't stand anything Ohio. Cleveland Guardians, Cleveland
Late Snell
Browns,
getting the start in a big
Cincinnati Bengals, Cincinnati Reds. Their chili sucks. It's Detroit versus everybody.
You don't like Skyline chili?
I never had it.
They put it on spaghetti, and
I
gotta tell you something. Surprisingly good.
Oh, really?
It is.
I just say it because I know Scott
wanted to hate it. Listen,
I wanted to hate it.
Tony don't mess around with his food.
Now I might have had 9 or 10 Beeman 7s in me at the time. Anything would have.
I'm just saying, shit on the
dog shit would have
tasted good. You know, I mean, we could have microwaved a hot dog, and you would have thought it was.
Oh yeah,
Chef's kiss. You know.
Yeah.
Griffin Murphy, what do you got going on at the website before we bounce out of here?
Today is going to be a smaller day for me. I'm coming off a nice football weekend. I smacked my 7-unit best bet in college football on Saturday. Followed that up with a 2-0 sweep on Sunday. I had the Atlanta Falcons on a 6-unit best bet. So 3-1 football weekend. Rolling into today, though, I have a 2-unit premium on the MLB side of things, as well as a 2-unit player prop. Not a lot of sports, not a lot of action today, so we are keeping it low. But looking at tomorrow's games, definitely, I do have an 8-unit circled up in the WNBA, so I am getting it ready to launch this thing. Just making sure that this line pops out the way that it's supposed to be, and if it does, we're yanking the trigger. 9-1 in my last 10 for about $5,600 in profit.
I like that. Scott Beam, our Cincinnati Connect, because we don't believe Craig Trapp. He likes all food. Skyline chili sucks ass. I'm from Cincy, Gold Star chili, baby. All right, so there you go.
Okay,
it's just like it's the old thing. You ever go to Detroit? There's 2 Coney Islands that are share the same wall, shared wall, right next.
Oh,
to
Nick's got his 8-unit. By the way,
and American Coney Island. Nick's got an 8-unit today.
He's got a game of the year today in the WNBA. I love the play. Go check it out.
Oh, well, you know
Thanks
what?
For sharing,
I need
Nick.
a new partner already for the prop show. It hasn't even started yet.
Yeah,
because anytime I work with anybody, Griffin knows this. Anytime I work with anybody and you have an 8-uni, I get a text in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put it out on the website, but I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, I like to make money too.
Hey,
I did not like the Dirty Birds this weekend. The way they played, but then again, the way they played, Carolina the week before, but then Griff texts me, goes, I got a 7-uni on the Dirty Birds. And I go, I got a 7-uni on the Rams.
Oh, I corked the hell out of those bastards too.
Oh boy, do we need a miracle with that Rams game.
My big play was the Jaguars.
There he is, Macon. Hey. Macon, is your phone broke, dude?
Sent you a text, Tony. You already got it. It's
hold on, Tony. Let me check mine. No, it's not in our group text, Tony.
Lenny, use the free 60 in the
description.
Oh, Lenny, Doc Sports free 60. Go grab it.
Hey, by the way, tell Nick I got the same pick out.
Oh, is that your play? All right, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's a good play. Go get it. Game of the year.
I'm doubling down.
Get that $30 premium day. Get it guaranteed at DocSports.com. Go get yourself a winner in the WNBA. And my baseball card's already gone off. I took the 2-unit position on the under in your game, Lenny. Because it's already started. It doesn't make a difference.
Right.
And then I have a 3-unit position in the Red Sox and Yankees game tonight. I have a 3-unit play, which I'll back up. Nick's got a good solid play tonight in the WNBA. My NFL is hot as shit, and my college football is like jumping in the Antarctica right now. I cannot hit a bull in the ass, a handful of rocks. That changes this weekend. I shed a lot of chips in on Air Force last week, and Hawaii travels in there, and that altitude hangs 40 on them, 44. They couldn't stop Grandma at Costco pushing a shopping cart. I couldn't get it, and their quarterback never got off the bus, and so nonetheless, I'm going to have maybe just one play in college on Saturday, and it's going to be a totals play, and it's going to be an easy winner. And my NFL's red hot, 8-2, hit a 7 uni. Interesting board this weekend, by the way, in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked at some of these lines, and they're
different.
They're different. They're different this week.
There's some games I really like, and there's some.
I love.
Well, sure, you like the Lions laying 10.5 over the Bengals. No, what else do you like?
No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I do not like that. I like the Chargers in a bounce back at home against the Washington Commanders. That
dropped down to 2.5.
Yep, that might be my Circa Survivor pick. I'm still in this some biscuit.
Hey, by the way, where's the weasel in the woodpile? Griffin and I have this conversation personally every week. We have a weasel in the woodpile game. Why are the Saints favored over the Giants?
Scatterboo is an absolute dog. Jackson Dart. There's too much flash.
You can't believe Jackson Dart's that good after one game.
You cannot, exactly. And Spencer Rattler is
ass.
No, he's
ass.
Not. No,
yes,
he's not.
He is. Yes, he is.
He's not.
Terrible quarterback.
I love.
I would bet dollars to donuts that you could have more passing yards than him.
Who the hell does he have to throw to?
I don't care.
Johnson, that tight end for the Saints. You take him over on his props every weekend. That's who he throws to.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy's like that's like stealing candy from a baby.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like
Saints. That's the only guy he throws to.
You got to think about it. Jackson Dart going into the dome. I don't know. Saints at home. It's a pick'em game.
Hey, I like the Jets.
I'm talking about the Giants Saints, Lenny. What are you talking about, the Jets?
I'm talking about the Jets Cowboys next week.
Cowboys will cover that.
I like them too. First eye glance.
I don't like Dallas in New York.
So let me ask you a question about last. Let me ask you a question about last night. I'll get your feedback. I know we're running long here, but I'm very popular and people will stay tuned. But here's the thing. Is it more? Does it say more about how bad Miami is, or is New York better than advertised? Because they made a mistake every 30 seconds in that Miami game, and somehow they were still in it at the end. I mean, they're penalty, fair catching. But by the way, this isn't Pop Warner. This is the NFL. You don't fair catch a punt on the 2-yard line when you're in the ball game. What are you doing? What are we even thinking? I'm just saying, Miami won that game by 6 points. Mm-hmm. They should have won it by 25. They played terrible and they still were in that game. So does that say more about New York? Does that say more about Miami?
I think it says more about Miami and how bad they are on the defensive side. I can't touch this team. I can't trust them. And now Tyreek gone on the offensive side. I mean, everything is going south for this Miami Dolphins team. I mean, there's nothing going their way. I don't have anything to talk about with them. They're not a team on my card.
I still think Mike McDaniels gets fired.
Daniels is I don't like
it took them 4 games to get Darren Waller to start to in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And they got him. I mean, where was he been all year?
And the Jets,
what are you doing?
The Jets.
So I think it says a lot about Miami and how bad they are, and I think it's from a coaching standpoint, to be honest with you there.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas opposed to the Jets, they got to believe in what Aaron Glenn is trying to do because they beat themselves. You know, you say it all the time. You don't want to say, oh, I didn't give credit to Miami because they did win the game. But in the same sense, the Jets shot themselves in the foot as many times, however many bullets were in the clip. They unloaded it into that foot. Yeah. Fumbling on the one, there's 7 points right there. Not to mention just stupid penalties. I still believe Aaron Glenn will be more of a loss for the Lions than Ben Johnson down the road in 2 years.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think Aaron Glenn will turn the Jets around, but it will not be in any time this year and probably not next year. No. He'll probably get a year and a half before he's really – expected to turn that team around. I don't think they're too far away. I really don't, but they need a quarterback.
Yeah, Fields is not the answer.
Nope.
I gave away anytime touchdown from Fields last night on a 2-0 free play video prop. Thank you, 3,100 of you tuned in yesterday. You went 2-0 on those props, and one of them was Justin Fields to score a touchdown, non-throwing, plus 230.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and he took 150 yards to the frickin' house. And we had another one on there, too. I forgot. Oh, Franklin over on receptions for the number 2 receiver for Denver. That was easy.
Yeah.
He had 6, and it was 3.5. So,
yeah, I think he had 3 at halftime and 3 in the second half. He's a go-to guy there in Denver.
Yeah, well, Cortland in man-to-man coverage, he gets more targets than Sutton does.
Mm-hmm.
Just FYI, we do deep depth analysis. Nick and I will tell you about this on Friday.
Boom, prop show.
And oh, by the way, Doc's Gridiron 6-pack has been sucking some moose dick. We went 2 and 4 back-to-back weeks. We're going to turn that around on Wednesday. Tomorrow, Griffin and I'm getting the games out here a little bit later. We're going to go a little bit off the reservation. We like to give you the marquee games because everybody wants to bet the Penn State and the Oregon. By the way, Franklin, you suck. You can't beat a ranked team to save your ass. If your wife's head was in a guillotine and they said, you got to win the game or we're going to chop it off, guess what? She's the headless horseman next in line. Mm-hmm. I'm just telling you. So we're going to go a little bit under the radar games in college this week. And we're going to get that back on track for you.
Absolutely.
There you go. Gridiron 6-pack tomorrow. Prop show on Friday. Doc's Daily Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern, Saturday at 11. Good luck unless you're against this. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to watch my Tigers.
Yep. I'll see you, boys.